الرحمن الرحيم الحمد لله رب العالمين والصلاة والسلام على سيدنا محمد وآله طيبين الطاهرين اللهم صل على محمد وآل محمد بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم اللهم كل وليك الحجة ابن الحسن صلواتك عليه وعلى آبائه في هذه الساعة وفي كل ساعة وليا وحافظا وقائدا وناصرا ودليلا وعينا حتى تسكنه أرضك طوعا وتمتعه فيها طويلا برحمتك يا أرحم الراحمين اللهم صل على محمد وآل محمد. Dear listeners and viewers, welcome to YouTube, and you're listening to Ali or Rastu. And they had asked me some questions. Why did I used to be a Bohri myself, an Ismaili Bohri, but I converted to Itnashri mazhab, and they were asking me why. And the answers that I gave are basically, I had some questions since I was a child. When I was growing up, I had a bunch of questions about the practices of the Bohris. And when I asked the mullahs and the amils, and they used to say, why are you asking questions? Just follow like your father and your grandfather did. I said, well, this is the same thing what Quraysh used to say in Mecca when Prophet told them, believe in Allah, say Qulu la ilaha illallah, they said, don't, what are you doing? Just follow our fathers, we're going to follow our fathers. And exactly same thing what the mullahs were telling me, because they didn't have an answer. My question was this: Imam Sadiq alayhi salam, the sixth Imam, he was alive, and the Ismailis believed that Ismail was the seventh Imam, but Ismail had died before Imam Sadiq, about 12 years before Imam Sadiq alayhi salam was martyred. So my question was, how can he be an Imam? That was number one. Then I started looking in the history, in the Fatimid dynasty, the Fatimid Imams that the Ismailis believe in. And I came across, there's nothing that they have done that promotes like the hadith. They have no good sayings about how to follow Islam in a good ahkam, good akhlaq, nothing. Basically they were rulers. And Al-Hakim, one of their imams, Al-Hakim, he used to oppress big time. The others oppressed too, but Al-Hakim was notorious for that. He used to oppress, and he demolished churches, and he told the Christians that you must become Muslim. I mean, what is it? Islam says don't do this. Islam says la ikraha fi din. You cannot force anybody to embrace Islam. And Hakim was doing that. Can an Imam do this? That was my question. And what else? Hakim has done so many other things. He had basically oppressed the Sunnis also. I mean, Islam doesn't allow oppression. Why oppress Sunnis? Let them practice their religion. But Al-Hakim did that. Can an Imam do that? No. A divinely appointed Imam. This is what we should believe in. If someone would say, well, Hakim was an Imam, he doesn't have to be divinely appointed. I said, well, if an Imam is not divinely appointed, I'm not going to follow that Imam. Because through the Imams, I'm seeking closeness to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala through the Imams. If the Imams that I'm following are, God forbid, corrupted, then forget it. I'm not going to get close to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So the Bohris, the Ismaili, my dear Bohri brothers, after Salat, you recite taqarrub. And when you recite taqarrub, what does taqarrub means? That means you're seeking closeness to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala through these Imams, these 21 Imams. Well, out of the 21 Imams, the Fatimid Imams, have you read the history, the oppression that they have done? Have you read? I just gave you one example of Al-Hakim. He used to be an oppressor. And are you going to go to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala saying that, you know what, I'm seeking closeness to you, O Allah, through Al-Hakim, and who was an oppressor? You're right. You're not going to get close to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So the ahkam that you are getting, the jurisprudence, the namaz you're praying, are you following the right rulings? Are you going to get these rulings from these Imams, the ones who were oppressors? By the way, Nu'man, he has written Qadi Noman, he's written a book on Da'imul Islam. This is what the Bohris follow, right? Now, how come Noman does not have any rulings from the Fatimite Imams? He was at the time of Muiz, Al-Muiz, and he was one of the Imams, Fatimite Khalifas. He was at that time. How come there's nothing from the Fatimite Imams? No ahkam, no rulings. Why? Because they were rulers. Hello? Do you get my point, brothers? They were rulers, man. Yeah. So, this is, in short, I hope I didn't take too much of your time. Inshallah, we'll catch you later. Thank you. Alhamdulillahi Rabbil Alameen.